Hey, miss.
Hey,
Welcome
y'all.
in. 1,000. Gotta go gamble all. There we go. That's what I want to see. Miss knows. Alright, we left off here, and we were supposed to look at the tipsies.
Yeah. That's what's it. Indeed.
Yep.
This is you.
I read. Yeah, I read.
Yeah.
Street is my home now? No, it's the PMP. You live in the PMP with Rao.
Oh my goodness, my neck. For a second.
Hold on now. For real? Wow. Alright. From the June 1980 edition, on the afternoon of beep at 2 p.m., office employee and his wife of Hinamizawa village in Shishibone Prefecture, Shishibone, I guess, disappeared after falling 27 meters from the observatory platform in Shirakawa Prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body at around 7 p.m. that evening. His wife has yet to be found. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of Typhoon 3 from the previous day. It appeared a railing at the observatory that the leaned on had broken, causing him to fall. The groundskeeping staff was questioned by the police in regards to facility deterioration and if park maintenance was performed properly. Oh my god, I can't read for some reason. Also, Tsuka, how dare you? I saw that.
What?
What you said.
Hmm?
What you said.
What did I say?
In chat.
About what? Oh! So, if you realize, right, all your sensor sounds have now become the Discord. Sound effects, right?
It adds to the narration. Unless you wanna do the sound effects for me.
Nah, you got some pretty good sound effects regardless. All good.
Okay. From the June 1981 edition, that's 1 year apart. On the afternoon of beep, around 10 p.m. in the district of Hinamizawa village in Shishibone Prefecture, the Shinto priest of the Furude shrine passed away after an existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. Parties close to the deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning the festival, which was to be held that day. Also, after his death, his wife went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. The police and local youth association continued the search. However, given the presence of the farewell message and the fact that the Onikakushi marsh is said to be bottomless, they have run into difficulties. That's it. Housewife Mordor. I think this is the one where I wanted to know more.
This is the third year one, right? So
This is the one where why the fuck was she murdered? And I was like, because it reported in a newspaper. Wait, what? The murder wasn't reported in the newspaper.
Wasn't reported in the newspaper. That's the tip.
What's this, a radio log? I wish I had like a radio like sound effect like to voice changer.
Yeah. There's Okonomiyaki calling you the three. You know, something like that. Just put your mouth over your hand a little bit. See.
This is is this okay?
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
This is Okinawa Station, call it Unit 3. Unit 3, please respond. Do you wanna...
Unit 3, not unclear.
Okay, never mind. Right. Bertha is heading our way. Hope position until further instructions. Over. Oh my god, you have to say over!
Oh yeah.
Over. Over.
Roger. Unit 3 acknowledged. Over.
Is this me?
Pressing no headlights. Pressing radio silence. It's you.
That's me?
Oh no, sorry. Hang on. Station is you, isn't it?
Station, the doctor has arrived. You want to carry it away? What's the order? Yeah, that's you. And then Iris.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Station. The doctor has arrived. They want to carry it away. What's the order? Over.
Acknowledged. Leave it to the doctor.
Affirmative. Understood. Over. Ah, never mind. Backup has arrived. Shouldn't we let them take a photo first? I think the Vic is done for.
Nani soe?
Wait, which one? Which tip was that? Was the last one? What was the last one? Radio log for the last
What
victim.
was it for?
Wait, the fourth. Wait, the fourth year, right?
The fourth year is this year. This is just
Yeah.
an
So
extra log.
yeah, I know. Does that mean that this is
A sneak peek?
now?
I mean,
what's
it doesn't imply that it's from this year. It just implies I don't even know what they were talking about. They were like requesting for backup.
Something about a victim that was found.
Like, what did they do with the body? Could be like the radio log for the murder. I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's the police response to the murder.
All right. Is our parents dead?
Not now.
Never mind. Never mind.
Please.
Never mind. I thought we left off where. Okay. Good morning. Nice job yesterday, Kei-chan.
You didn't do so badly yourself, Mion. Yesterday was fun.
Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun. Thank you very much. For Mr. Bear.
Glad you like it. Don't use it as a pincushion, though.
I wouldn't. Hey, Zach.
Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled to the brim of water. And unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it.
Play this song. Opening.
Do we have to do that?
I config. Hello. Yes, welcome in. Is it BGM? No, this is sound volume. BGM volume is this one. It will. Is this opening? Alright. Right. Gremlin. My brain was like.
I know. How did I get a mop? You know.
I know. How did it gonna be to mop the floor this morning? How's everyone doing? I'm good. Wait. Oh, this is me.
That's you.
Oh, Cage said flick my forehead. You should set a more brutal trap next time.
Seeing that, Rena began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there, and nothing felt out of place. The uncertainties I'd had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished.
Alright, yeah. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe?
I slept like a log. But if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class.
You shouldn't do that. Alright.
Miana, what's up?
No. I can't tell who's who. And then it was Mia, and I'm like, oh, fucker. Right.
Oh no! I think that's probably no. That was probably Rena. So don't worry about it. Miana alerted us that Miana alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off to their seats. That was unexpectedly loud.
Good
Who
morning.
did you voice the teacher?
Ah, this is a teacher. I mean, no one.
Yeah.
There was no teacher before. Was there? No, I voiced the teacher. Oh yeah, I voice everyone except Keiichi. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you to all the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up.
No. Yeah, you voiced the teacher. Yeah.
The lag. Wait, are you lagging? Uh-oh.
We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Huh. Oh, is it bad? Hello? Hello?
Oh my
Hello?
god, the delay. What the?
Hello?
Hello? Alright. If you hear me,
Hello?
say
Yes.
5.
Hi. 5.
Okay, it's not too bad. Phew. Oh, okay. Anywho. Okay then. This time of year, you might see some people here from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines.
I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune it out, but then I noticed a different tone in her voice and started paying attention.
You may be asked questions. Please don't say anything silly or something that could be taken the wrong way. Do you understand?
In unison, everyone replied,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. What she'd said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened.
Ooh, what the?
What's up?
Just had to do this.
Also, the lag is pretty atrocious.
Yeah, maybe you could stream your thingy without what you call it, lagging.
Yeah. Try this again.
Okay.
Say something again. Should be fine.
If you can hear me, say 6.
6.
It's like a good
This is the best. This is the best I
plus.
can do. I'm already using my 5G hotspot. Sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Sure you want to use your model?
I'll try turning it off for now, and then
Okay.
that's not what I wanted to do.
What the? Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Okay. PNG Tsuka is back. Yes. See, nuts. Nuts. See, Discord.
Nuts.
Okay. Maika?
It did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad image. She was saying, don't spout stupid shit you think is funny.
Just like all the things you've been telling the reporter, man.
Yeah. And now, I was one of the ones who needed to keep their mouths shut. I found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. I was summoned to club activities after school, but since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Alright, today let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one?
Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting.
Ooh. Hmm?
The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard.
I won't lose you here. I'm not too bad at this game.
Seemed that Rena didn't handle this game, kind of a game very well.
The rules are the person who can match the murderer, weapon, and the scene of the crime wins.
Oh, it's Pluto.
It's what? Gotta count the numbers in the background of the screen reflections. God damn it. The three kinds of cards.
There are 3 kinds of cards, comprised of suspects, weapons, and locations.
Huh.
I could see that the names Mion and Rika were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There are plenty of different weapons too, like knives, axes, and poison. The locations are pretty nice too, like the living room, the study, and the courtyard.
So basically, you take out one of... Oh, what? You take out one of each of the cards.
These are the answer cards. Yep. Right. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. We ask each other about the cards and figure out the right ones.
I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators.
Shout out to you. Thank you, Zerd, for the shout out.
Yes, shout out.
To
Shout out to the-
Ayayakawa.
Yes, the Ayaya Kami Hikami Opsho.
No.
Only you call me that, bro. Thanks for hydrating. Alright.
Then you raise your hand if you know the answer.
The game ends and we check if the answer is correct. Oh no, sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't realize it.
Okay.
I guess it's Mion? If you're right, then you get a
Mion,
point.
yeah.
If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends, even if no one gets it right, all the cards are gathered up and redistributed.
You learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. Your non-existent brain.
You get confused if you don't take notes. It reminds me of a game that I used to play.
Yeah, Pluto, right?
I don't know that game.
It's the same game. It's just you have to find out like, you know, the cards and then see who did what.
I've never played that before.
Interesting. I've only played it once before, but
Played something else.
Yeah.
Completely different. But like in theory it's the same.
interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway. Who's this?
This is Isn't this you?
This is me?
Oh wait, no. The rest can figure out
Yeah,
by
that's what I was like.
playing. But then it's not Mion.
The first you can figure out by playing. So, Mion.
Oh.
What's the penalty this time? Okay. Everyone directed their attention to Mion.
Let's see. We're all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we'll take it easy if I go for a penalty. Be asked to rush out and buy stuff for everyone.
It's pretty standard. Alright.
Hashimi.
It's just being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess.
Then they ask, go buy me television. What?
I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple.
I wonder, is it really?
It's cake. He's not thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah. You don't know what you have to go buy. I'm betting Mio would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or happy family planning manual or other crazy stuff.
Oh my god.
The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player.
This? Oh.
Here we go again.
Also, I thought we left off on a cliffhanger. What the fuck happened?
I swear to God, if this is another 3 hours of this, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. And yes, that's exactly it. Clue and Cluedo, the classic mystery game. Yeah, that's it. It's in the same vein as Life.
Oh. Oh! Yo, that's so cool. I'll play that.
Yeah. One day.
One day. Hey.
The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have been taken out. So that means that all the cards I have in my hand are innocent cards.
What? Then I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Well then, neon knife study.
You pick one suspect, weapon, and murder scene, and ask each person. God, I'm slurring so much today. Oof.
I feel you.
If you have any of those cards, then you must say, I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it.
Me too. I have one.
Ah.
Oh my, all of them are here.
3 people answered when she asked if they had Mion, knife, and study. So that means that Mion and knife and study are all in the clear. Gotta jot that down.
Wait, what? Don't understand.
No, so essentially, you say out 3 different things: the suspect, the murder weapon, and the area, right? And every card that is in every other person's hand is an innocent card, which means that if they say I have one, it means that those 3 that you called out, either one of them is correct. You know, so that means that like Mion, knife, and study, either of them can be innocent, but they don't have to specify which one.
Ah.
Does that make sense? It's like Go Fish, but you don't. It's kind of like Go Fish, you know.
I don't play Go Fish.
It's like saying, do you have 5? No, I don't have 5. Go fish, and you draw, you know.
Okay. But you're supposed to find the perpetrator, no?
Yeah, the perpetrator is the one that isn't in your hands. So you have to determine what's in everyone's hands, and then try and figure out what isn't, you know.
And then call that person out.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
You have to suss out the cards that aren't there, basically.
Ah. Okay.
Then I'll go Rena X Lounge.
Only 2 people said they had 1. So it means out of Rena, Axe, and Lounge, one of them's correct, and it's part of the crime? That's not necessarily. No, wait. Even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satoko or Rika-chan has 2 of the cards.
Well, Kei-chan is nice. Go ahead.
Wait just a little.
Oh, goal.
I'm still sorting things out. The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's gonna be tough.
My brain hurts as well. Alright, now I have the criminal.
What? Already? Here I am, spinning around in circles, and Mion just now raises her hand.
The murderer is Rika-chan in the infirmary with the poison. Well,
Mion drew the cards from the box, and we checked to see if our deduction was right.
You're right. All I needed was one more hand. I couldn't tell if it was poison or pistol. I never use a pistol. I like killing them slowly with poison.
Oh,
oh.
Viper, is that you?
Wait. So the perpetrator
Wait.
knows they're the perpetrator?
No.
Or do they have to guess that they are?
The goal is for all of you is that you have to guess what cards are in the box, you know? So it's not that any of you are the perpetrator. It's that you're all detectives trying to figure out what to, you know. Yeah, so it's like, you get it? It's like everyone has cards in their hands, which they know to be innocent. And then from there, they have to suss out what the other persons have to make sure that you have to find out what they don't have, if that makes sense.
But how did you know the remaining card?
You tend to be given a list of the cards, and then you just kind of. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's a process of elimination, essentially, but you don't know. They can say yes, but they may have 2 cards, like you said, so you don't know which ones are exactly right or wrong all the time.
Oh, okay. 나도.
It's deduction, yeah. So.
나도.
Or possible. Right. Everyone is making a commotion about how they almost had it. Ren and I were left out in the cold, though.
How did you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all.
Don't worry. I had no idea either.
How can you both be so unsure? You'll both end up in last place together at this rate.
That's even worse! Going off buying something together as a couple? What if we end up having to buy the happy family planning guide?
Cute.
I can't speak today for some reason.
I feel you.
It's okay. Shh. I can tell from Keiichi's expression that he's not very good at this game.
What? That's not true. I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maibara during the next round.
My, that just sounds just wonderful. I shall give you quite the thrashing.
Quite a thrashing.
Yeah.
After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I was always still a step or 2 behind. I saw that Mion was somehow gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. The level of experience was just too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. The important thing isn't to find out the criminal, it's to win at the game.
What?
Eureka! Goddamn. Sorry, need to go to the bathroom.
Take your time and squeeze out a nice one.
That's gross.
I had them hold off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. It showed just how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some of our classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena had made her way over towards me.
Keiichi-kun, did you call for me?
Yeah, I did. As I got up from my seat, I went over at Rena. I'm glad it worked out. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She was taken aback. After a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth.
Well, all losses. Why do you ask, I wonder?
I could tell from how apprehensively she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last-minute comeback on this one.
So, I guess both of us will be taking that penalty?
Hey, don't accept defeat that easily. How about we win this? Both of us.
But how can we?
I brought my lips up to Rena's ears. Whisper, 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 whisper.
Oh, ASMR. Okay.
No.
Huh? Is that allowed?
Did you forget, Rena? The second rule of our society. Do everything in your power to obtain victory.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Our plan of attack was quite a rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand for a while, taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we'd reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. We'd begin the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean we'd need to investigate less. With this sort of plan of attack, we start off with a big lead over the other guys.
And before they all three of them are in the
don't have to-
classroom
yeah.
planning right now. The same exact thing.
Yeah, with this we can probably win.
Both smirked at each other. If I was the shady businessman, then Rena was the corrupt senator. Pleasure doing business with you.
Could you say my too much art itchy? What? I
Not
don't
too much or itchy.
Nato matcha ichi.
Huh?
Then let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone.
Hey now,
You're a
rockstar.
rockstar.
Hey now, there's no point if you go back together. You'd be like flat out telling them we made a little arrangement.
Oh, sorry. Then what should we do?
Go back ahead of me, Rena. I'll take my time coming back after washing my face or something.
Okay, got it.
Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom.
Too much is. Oh, I see.
I guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. Also, if I went too soon, it wouldn't seem like I went to the bathroom. If me or one of them suspected something, then there would be problems. Well, they'd figure it out sooner or later, because both Rena and I would start winning over and over again. Both Rena and I will have earned enough points to avoid being the losers by the time Mion realized what was happening.
Uh-huh.
Excellent!
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all. Also, I swear to God, this man is writing a dissertation of slice of life,
Yeah.
and I'm not here for it.
Yep.
Hi, Baraku.
Anyway.
May I have a moment?
Huh?
Oh.
It's the teacher. Man, things are just getting good. Thank God. What is it? I'm a bit...
You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance.
Oh, it's coming. I think
No, I feel like this is Mion's trick. And it's just a fucking prank.
it could be a guest. It's not like I own a hotel.
What?
What?
We've been waiting. Please hurry.
It was rather unfortunate that I'd have someone waiting on me right before a big match. But I was more interested in the unexpected guest.
Thomas. Oh,
Come on.
this ball's nice.
I don't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly.
Oh no.
The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Who you?
Oh, police officer?
Maybe, yeah.
Uh,
Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his ties sloppily loosened, and his jacket tucked underneath his arm.
Do you want me to...
Barasan?
Okay, no.
Oh, no, yeah, if you want, you give your old man, gruff detective voice if you want.
Bruh. How do you... I can do
like
one old man voice and it's like...
okay. I'll take it. He's not that old. He's not that old. Okay. Are you Maebara-san? Keiichi Maebara-san?
Oh,
There was no question that he wasn't a resident of Hinamizawa, and that this was without a doubt the first time he had met me. Ever since I met Tomitake-san, I've been running into so many middle-aged men.
you only ran into one other middle-aged man.
Other guy, yeah. That's right. Who might you be? I have the AC on in my car. Let's talk there. Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
It's a bit hot here, don't you think?
Oh, don't follow strangers into their car.
The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over to his car parked near the gate and began walking. You've got to be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with some geezer I didn't even know, and he was asking me to get into his car with him?
What?
What? Why?
But I don't know. I don't know, man. No, I'm trying to imagine how would I sound if I have my mouth full of bread, but then I wouldn't be able to speak at all at that point. So
It's just like, ooh,
muffled noises.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bite. Come on now.
I want you to. Kappa.
Time and the place for everything, man.
So you said?
He opened the back door of his car and he called me over. I didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was about.
Why couldn't
Even
he
while
stay in
knowing
the
the
car?
conversations that start out like, what? Sorry.
No, I'm like, why couldn't he just like the old man go into the car and he just wait outside the door? And then,
I mean, I'm sure he had to go after school and everything. Anyway, it's a bit, whatever. It's not important why. Even while knowing what that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good. She's only what?
Oh gosh.
The inside of his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioners were supposed to be a luxury, really?
Eh?
Back then?
Back then? Yeah, I can see that. The most
Yeah.
like the old cars used to have, you have to open the fucking windows and shit.
But when was this? Oh, 1980s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, true. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least. Please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? I have a habit of cranking it all the way up.
This man is speaking my language.
So, what business do you have with me? Out of spite, I decided to ignore his remark in the same way he did to me and start my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck between the pages.
Ooh.
On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, then please tell me. Who the heck is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from the expressionless picture that looked like it was taken at the DMV. Very long sentence.
Jesus.
There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker.
What?
Hmm?
That's
What?
Tomitake-san.
Oh!
Because we scribbled on his shirt.
Yeah!
No!
Holy shit.
Tomitake! No wait, no wait.
Oh
Is he
yeah,
dead?
yeah, well yeah, so yeah. No, wait. Remember that last tip? Remember that last tip with the radio log that they said you should take a picture of the victim? That was Tomitake-san. So it was the 4 years victim, and that was him.
Wait.
Tomitake-san was the victim.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Tomitake-san. No, I knew it. The
There were-
side
that-
character
that'd
got too much screen time.
Screen time. Yep.
And they kept saying like, you better come back, okay?
Yeah, you better come back. I'm dead. I knew.
We all knew it was coming.
I want to take my luxurious car. I mean, depends, man. Does it is it Uber or like something?
Is it Uber?
Do you also have snacks? You know,
I have lolly.
there were
Yeah, I
scribbles
have
on.
lolly. No.
No,
That's it. Go
no,
on.
sorry. No, you're good. There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker, starting with yours, Mayabara-san, and quite a few of your classmates signed as well. Huh? This is Tomitake-san? There was no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was an expressionless, half-asleep face. Then, do you know this woman? Even before seeing it, I had a good idea of who it was. I don't remember her name, but she's some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Watanagashi. We spoke. They seem pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything's fine. Go ahead and say it. Being asked for every little detail is very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea of who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus, I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no, certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitake-san? Did something happen to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew about him more than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You moved here just recently, isn't that right, Mayabara-san? Are you aware, I wonder, about the stories of Oyashiro-sama? My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. It probably showed on my face. Not at all. If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I have heard of it. Tomitake-san told me, actually. How much do you know about it? The dismemberment killing. The accidental death. The death by illness followed by suicide. And the lady who was beaten to death. The incidents that always happened the day of the Watanagashi, ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No. Rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more than that. Do you know of that, well, curse, Mayabara-san? Feel free to speak openly about it. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away my own doubts. That was the more prominent feeling. Really? Then that's great. Guess you really are one of those city-raised boys. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting, so could you get to the point? The man in this picture is dead. So yeah, Tomitake-san is dead. My mind went blank.
The woman kill him?
We don't know. Maybe. Huh? What happened to Tomitake-san? It would seem that he died last night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implications behind that, Maebara-san? Implications? Not any yet. Not any for the cause of his death or the reasons behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Watanagashi. Meaning, this year, the curse of Oyashiro-sama had once again. The death of Jiro Tomitake is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right? I didn't want to understand why. Please tell me. Tell me what happened. It was rather peculiar. It might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hinamizawa. It was a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether or not I wanted to hear the rest.
Roundabout way.
I would only regret forcing myself to learn something I shouldn't. So Tomitake-san is dead.
Feels bad.
Or at least, that's how I figured I would feel if I listened to the rest.
Our daddy, Maggie, is dead.
Yeah, putting the dead in deady. What? Sorry. Not quite right, but yeah. One of our patrol cars discovered the body on the way back from security detail at the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. The location was... You know where the road to town becomes paved, right? Down past the slope, on the shoulder around there. There were few streetlights on that road. This pitch-black darkness was only broken by the lights of passing cars and moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and muck covered the asphalt. We thought it was a hit and run at first. But when the officer checked to see if he was still alive, he quickly noticed something abnormal. His throat had been ripped open. From a knife or something? No. Nails. Nails? As in fingernails? With those he clawed through? From the coroner's report, it was revealed that it was his own nails. What? What does that mean? Basically, it means it wasn't a murder. It was suicide. Tomitake-san thought there was a reason to tear open his own throat. As hard as he could with his own nails. Tore through the skin until he started to bleed. And even then, Tomitake-san didn't stop. He continued clawing. With enough intensity that it could have peeled off his nails. Still clawing. Still clawing. Then, as his nails reached those vital arteries that you should never damage, he continued clawing. Blood splattered on the ground around him. As he bled, while gasping for breath, he collapsed. His body spasmed, and he died in agony. We thought drugs were to blame, but nothing of the nature was detected. This? It was a suicide? I've never heard of such a thing. This unnatural way of dying. If this wasn't a mysterious death, then what was? The way he died? In these 5 years, his death most resembled that of a curse. As if to show myself and Tomitake-san proclaimed that there was no such thing as a curse, that we were wrong. There were a few more suspicious details. From his body chemistry, perspiration, epilation, and so on, we concluded that he was in a state of hysteria right before his death. That was a given. Yes. It's hard to believe that someone could be in a sound state of mind while clawing his own throat out. Wounds on his hands matched the discarded piece of lumber found nearby.
What?
There are traces of where he stuck trees and the guardrail within. What? Oh. Tomitake-san's blood was found all over the place. Meaning that while tearing at his own throat, he was swinging around a piece of lumber. There were external injuries, which were not self-inflicted, discovered on Tomitake-san. There's a high probability that Tomitake-san was assaulted. The external injuries suggest that there may be multiple suspects. To summarize.
Thanks for the late graph.
Thank you, Larry. Tomitake-san was surrounded and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic, after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat. Clawing at it.
But why?
Then, he died. The presumed time of death was around 9:23 p.m. Meaning, it occurred right after you finished talking to Tomitake-san at the festival. Everyone signed Tomitake-san's shirt, then parted ways. Right after that. But yeah, he should have been with a woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up to work and she hasn't returned home either. There's a very high probability that she was involved in this incident. For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I never would have thought that something unfortunate happened to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. This time, the time I had spent with Tomitake-san was short. But we went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. We have been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oyashiro-sama's curse, the villagers here aren't very cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitake-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me? Because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa? I should have been angry that was the reason he wanted to hear what happened for me. If things go the way they have been, then the conclusion would be that Jiro Tomitake died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me and gazed far off into the distance. The night at the Watanagashi, during that sacred ritual, he callously snapped off photos, angering Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out. There's no way Oyashiro-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitake-san. Tomitake-san had to have been killed by humans, and a cowardly group no less. There's no way I'm gonna let this end up being the fault of some curse. I think so as well. There's no such thing as divine punishment or curses. The tense mood was cut with the man's hearty laugh. Oh, that's a laugh? That's how this must be, Mayabara-san. Cooperation from individuals in Hamizawa who don't believe in the curse is indispensable. Understand? Neither Tomitake-san nor I believed in curses. But with the way things were going, it would just end up with Tomitake-san's death marking the 5th year. Which would mean that Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitake-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitake-san was one of us. He didn't live here in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more of a resident than I was. There was no way that Tomitake-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there's nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No. If you see or hear something that draws your attention, then that is enough. I see or hear. He was talking in the future sense. Things or people or rumors. Anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Here, this is my number. If not there, then just leave a message for whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second.
You know... no, man.
What?
No, after Tomitake-san left, we stayed with the gang, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Everybody was there.
I think so. I mean, yeah. If I took it, then whether I wanted to or not, I'd be mired knee deep in this matter. Please, help me solve these questions surrounding Tomitake-san's unfortunate death. That's right. Why was I hesitating? I needed to find a murderer who killed my friend. I snatched up the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread across his face. Everything we spoke of today is a secret. Please keep this confidential. Understood. From your friends as well. Especially from Sonozaki-san and Furude-san. Please do not inform them. Sonozaki? You mean Mion? Why? Are you saying he has something to do with the incident? With my friends' names brought up so abruptly, and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry. This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he didn't seem to especially be offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may just upset you. Say it! He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze to the outside of the car, he began to speak after thinking for a bit. There's a possibility that the string of incidents happening here in Hinamizawa are a result of a village conspiracy. There's no way that could be right. Give me a break. First of all, is there any proof of that? No evidence. Also, each of the cases were resolved and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village. Then how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi. Don't you think that's enough reason to suspect something? Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt that the day of the Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to Hinamizawa. First it was the damn construction foreman. Then it was a village that supported it. Those the village hold a grudge against die one after the other for mysterious causes. The means are different, but in the end the result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion. But it couldn't just be shrugged off. So, the victims after that? What about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies of the village. The villagers had expected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute, but he wasn't so proactive, so there was a faction of villagers who harbored ill will toward him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he did anything bad to the village. What about that housewife after that? Did she die just because she was the wife of the brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. What about Tomitake-san? He's not affiliated with the damn project at all. Was he killed just because he was an outsider? In the beginning, it fell on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victim had become much lower. Well, that's the scary part. The bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means it's not just the enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider is reason enough. Then, next year's victim, they're just going to be picked out outside the villager outsider pool?
Yeah, next year it's gonna be you, dumbass.
Yeah, it's like, wait a second.
You and your family are dead.
Yeah, right here. It
It
might be a
might.
person that just moved here.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So if you know any better, you would help me.
If you know any better, you can either help me or get the fuck out of Dodge.
Or die.
I mean, but yeah. I swallowed my words. Here, in Hinamizawa, the ones who would be considered the most outside would be my family. I was proof enough of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then, the next victims, my family? Was he saying it was going to be me? But what does that have to do with Mion? I can't go into details, but the Sonozaki family led the damn protests. Quite fervently so. This is also true of Mion Sonozaki-san herself. She has quite a few misdemeanor and obstruction of public worker offenses on her record because of the protests. I knew Mion knew what it meant to fight. This was the first I'd heard of her family leading the protests, though.
But it is.
I think it's Rika
Is it Rika?
Furude, right? I think. Or
Isn't it Mion and...
yeah, it is. No, it is Rika.
Oh, it's Rika? Okay.
Yep. Then, well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family is involved with this string of incidents? I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then they'd have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. It felt like he'd magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to know. We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. That is exactly why I don't want you to say anything to the villagers. Instead of answering, I gave a very bitter expression. It seemed that he understood it well enough. Then think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's a curse. How about that? What do you mean, how about that? How should I know? But the reasoning behind wanting me to not carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with a curse. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause those sensitive about the curse to just worry needlessly. Just like everyone kept it from me so I wouldn't worry about it. Is it now my turn to keep it from them so they don't have to worry? I was just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone else had been worrying over these mysterious incidents yearly. And the incident this time probably means a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man had wanted, as insipid as it was. But it couldn't be helped. I understand. I'll keep it to myself. Is that fine? Mr. Oishi. Oishi.
Oishii.
Oishi. Oishi. from the Okinomiya police station.
Oishi
Wait,
okonomiyaki.
Oishi from the Okinomiyaki.
Oishi okonomiyaki.
Can you imagine if it's just a slice of life? It's just been a fucking wind up for this. What's your name? Oishi from Okinomiya State Police Station. I'd be like, you're fucking joking. It's like,
Kura-chan. Oh my
you can
god!
call me Kura. You can call me Kura-chan if you want.
So cute.
Kura-chan. No, Oishi-san is fine. The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was the spitting image of the vulgar police officer. Though I've never seen one this bulky before in the cop shows I watch. Oi.
Oi.
I've taken too much time. Your friends are waiting, aren't they? I should probably let you get back to them.
And then me on the other's like, damn, you took a long ass shit, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I know I told you to take your time to put out a good one, but goddamn. The door opened with a click, and in streamed the oppressive heat. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really this hot of a day? It was an almost cruel heat, as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It was as if the land of Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad as that thought crossed my mind. I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that. I refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something that self-serving. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, Maebara-san. There's enough proof that the village is not involved. I'll contact you if I hear or say anything. But I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything. I hastily made my way back up to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See you later. Farewell, Maebara-kun. I returned to the school building without looking back. I don't know how much time had passed. I did feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there's a lot on my mind. Tomitaka-san death was hard enough as it was. But to think there was a possibility of a village conspiracy? Worse still, that there was a chance that Mion was involved? Nonsense. Impossible. Not Mion, Rena, Satoko, or Rika-chan. It was a group that attacked Tomitake-san? Who could the perpetrators be?
Cough, cough.
Cough, cough. Could it be they were hiding here? Somewhere in Hinamizawa? You're like in the other room? I didn't know.
Cough, cough. I don't know, Chief. Your friends could be a little bit sussy.
Yeah, man. All I could say for certain was that I knew that Mion couldn't be the perpetrator.
How do you know that?
How do you know that? What?
That timing.
I think it's Rena.
It's Rena. Alright.
It's me, John, the perpetrator.
Huh? I was startled to hear Rena's voice.
With the rope in the lounge.
Wahaha! No!
No.
Rena clutched her head while flailing about. It looks like you're just self-destructing over here. Wow.
Keiichi-san, you're quite late. As you may well know, I'm seething with anger.
Sorry about that. I was called into the staff room, you see.
You were reprimanded for bad behavior? That's a shame.
Well, it's been pretty heated over here since it's getting pretty late. Let's make the next game the last one.
If I remember right, I had 0 points. Isn't it pretty much decided that I'm going to be finishing in last place? Oh.
What?
No. You're here.
Don't worry, Keiichi-kun. I'm at -1 point. Oh.
The heck? Her score's lower than mine, and I wasn't even playing.
Is the final match to decide if the penalty is going to be carried out by Rena alone or by both Kei-chan and Rika. Rika? Rena. Oh my god.
Oh, wait, I understand. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Just let Rena do the penalty by herself.
We made a promise, Keiichi-kun, that we would both win. I waited all this time, you know.
I'm sorry about that.
What's that?
Yeah, this. I had followed my initial plan of showing Rena my cards. I didn't say who was the criminal. I just waited for her to call.
I got it! The murder's me! With the poison at the entrance. Is it?
My Rena, quite a quick answer. Another stab in the dark. Oh.
Oh.
That is correct. Oh,
Wait, oops, wrong one.
and it is decided that Keiji-san shall take part in the penalty as well. Right! Keiji-kun, let's both do our best.
Yeah, let's do our best. It's
Uh-oh.
my fault, so I have no choice.
And that's game. It's me, Mion Sonozaki, ranked first. And dead last are Keiichi Maibara and Rena Ryugu.
Everyone applauded, and the game ended. The problem now was the penalty.
Now then, I ranked first, so I'll decide what you'll be by for the gopher penalty.
Why will she make us buy, I wonder?
Let's blacklist the drugstore. That was her aim, wasn't it?
Huh? I don't have any business at the drugstore. This old man's already got a list prepared for you on this piece of paper.
Oh, there's a lot written here.
A lot? Damn it, what was she making us buy?
Oh, groceries.
Lots of tofu, shampoo and conditioner, apple vinegar, and fried tofu. The heck is this?
It looks more like a shopping list than a penalty. Mia was certain she was gonna win today.
Rule 7 of our society. You cannot refuse any penalty. Here's some money. The shampoo I usually get is fruit flavor. Thanks!
This is just your grocery list!
I
I promised myself that if I won next time, I'd make her go buy hemorrhoid cream.
Oh my god.
The tone of this game, I swear to god.
I went from like wee to he's dead to wee again.
It went from like BB to he clawed his own throat out too.
Hello, Ja.
Hey, Yazza.
The both of you were gooch.
Yeah, we're all good.
Alright,
Yes, we just got past. I don't even know what chapter this is anymore, but yes.
There are more than 4 perpetrators.
There are more than 4 perpetrators.
This is me, okay? Wait.
Yep.
Hypovolemic shock induced by clawing out their own throat. Tissues packed under their nails. Ah, not someone else's nails. It's undoubtedly by the individual's own nails. The shape of the scars also matches.
Yeah. I know the immediate cause of death was suicide.
We're gonna sleep though.
Okay.
Sleep a
Okay, Zah. Hope you had good Valo games and hope you rest well as well.
Yeah, Yashimi.
Oh, sorry.
That's you.
Is it?
I think so. The first one was me. I'm showing this to you.
I get it. You're saying the cause of death is unnatural, right?
It's kind of like when your back itches and you scratch it a little too hard and draw blood.
Ah. Some of... Oh, wait.
I think,
Oh, yeah.
No, you.
Some of Tomitake's fingernails have been pulled out. It's actually quite simple to pull out one's own nails, but it really hurts. Under normal circumstances, the pain would prevent you from completely pulling them out. Also, there were a lot of bruises on Tomitake's body. It's clear from the shape of them that he was assaulted first by someone, or a group of people.
According to the toxicology report, the deceased was in an extreme state of hysteria right before death.
Then he fought back and clawed out his own throat because of how hysterical he had become? The guys attacking him certainly would have been surprised by that. It is possible that in such an abnormal environment, a person could perform acts that a sane individual couldn't possibly imagine. Of course, those are very rare cases. Actually, Oishi-kun, the wood plank the deceased used as a weapon, they only found sand and the paint from the guardrail on it. Ooh.
What about claw fibers or skin?
Nothing. The deceased didn't strike the assailants. Or it could be they took the plank he was fighting back with.
In that case, they wouldn't have gone out of the way. They wouldn't have gone out of their way to replace it with another. They take it. They took them all. That's me today.
See? Ha 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 ha. What? Who actually laughs like that? That's true.
Har har har.
Har har har.
Mitaka's pretty built and tanned. He was quite athletic.
That's right. He was pretty active. I can't imagine what kind of sports he did when he was alive, but I think his physical strength would be on the higher side, meaning he would be difficult to overpower in a brawl. If a man with such a physique sensed he was in danger and swung the plank around quickly, it's just unthinkable that it wouldn't even nick the perpetrator. His opponent was unarmed. This guy had a wooden plank, so you'd think he'd hit him at least once.
Unless the perpetrator was too short.
Ooh. You'll still hit him. Hit them though.
Yeah, but if you swing around just like that, then maybe there's a lower chance at the very least. I'm not sure.
It doesn't make sense. Cause if I'm trying to imagine like our group of friends like attacking him for some fucking reason, right? It doesn't make sense.
He didn't get me the bear.
Huh?
It's like he didn't win the bear for me. Now you die.
No, I don't know. It's weird. To surround and take down someone of his physique, I wonder how many people it would take. One arena.
You dimwit. One Rena. You should know better than anyone. Have you forgotten your bad cop days?
If I was to take down this guy, how many would I need? When a group wants to take down big prey, it's fundamental to attack with numbers. I guess about 4. Even if there was a gap in their strength, they'd manage. Then there were quite a few perpetrators. Wait.
No.
I don't know, man. Is it me? Or you?
Yeah.
Oh. There were quite a few perpetrators, but any drunk and disorderly groups of more than 4 are suspicious. A group of 4 or more. Just if they had that many, then couldn't they have hidden the body in a less obvious location? Or did he somehow break away from that fatal predicament? Then there would be no reason to commit suicide. Moreover, I still can't comprehend the irregular way he died. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Full of mysteries. Why would he claw himself? I thought someone claw him by using his fingernails.
But the nails would still be on his hand though.
Like imagine they hold his hand and then scratch it.
Oh, they make him like.
Yeah.
They make him grab his own throat. That's kind of fucked.
Or they killed him and then they try to hide evidence by making it like scratch his own throat. So they literally use his hand and then scratch when he's already dead. That would make kind of sense. I don't know.
But he died from the I don't know.
That's under serious consideration on my end too. I'll be examining as thoroughly as possible, but don't get your hopes up. After all, we've never encountered a death like this before.
I'm not looking for much, but I am looking forward to the results.
Oh, Ichi-san, the chief is calling you.
Thanks. See you around.
Yeah, best wishes. 3 more months. Yee!
You want to watch here? Wow.
Oh.
Search notice. Hama. Nani kore?
Jiro Tomitake, deceased, reside in a cheap hotel in Shishibone City, registered under the name Jiro Tomitake, end name. Travels via folding bike. No license. The bicycle was found 300 meters away, abandoned at the side of a forest path. Present on the day of the festival, accompanied by the missing Mio Takano. My name is Mio. Was seen around 9 p.m. by police. Location afterwards unknown. Held residence in Hinamizawa for 1 week each season for the last 5 to 6 years. Freelance photographer specializing in wild birds. Check with magazine companies. Nothing suspicious in the film located among the articles of the deceased. Wallet was among the articles of the deceased. Mere act of violence? From the contents of this wallet, he spent most of his time around Tokyo and Chiba. Along the Sobo National Railway line? No individual matching the name Jiro Tomitake in the residency records of any of the Tokyo wards. Compare teeth to dental records. Sent to Metro Police. Attach a photo. Sent to Metro Police. Contact a magazines regarding Jiro Tomitake. Mio Takano, missing. Nurse at Irie Clinic. Became close to Tomitake. Bleh, I can't read it. Tomitake through her passion for wild bird photography. Cute. Resides in Okinomiya district. Single. Witness accompanying Tomitake on the festival grounds. Currently missing. Abducted? Or maybe a suspect. An important person of interest. Had no motive to kill the deceased. Squabble from jealousy? Need to thoroughly investigate their relationship. Place of work, etc. Need to get information from the police on scene again. I want some green puffs. 4 jumbo ones. Oishi.
I want to green buffs too.
I was looking for too. Actually, wait, let me go get a biscuit over here.
I get sick from them. I won't. I think I'm immune for the disease.
Why is this music playing?
To cock. Yes.
It's cute. I like the comment. I know I wrote the comment, but I still like the comment.
I just ran out to get some Vienna swirls. I'm back now.
Hmm?
I ran off to get some British biscuits with jam, so now I'm just nodding at them now.
I kind of want to get something to eat too, but no.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Maybe later. Alright, I don't know why it's playing this music, but goddamn, make it stop.
You've been clowned. Da-da-da-da-da.
More slice of life. Oh my god.
Sleepy.
Me too.
Wow, that was a really big yawn, Keiichi-kun.
I'm usually awake once it's time to eat, but doesn't look like I can do that today. I was watching TV until late last night. I'm so tired right now.
Was one of those raunchy TV shows you loved so much on last night?
How extremely vile.
Jump to conclusions.
It's perfectly normal for boys. Nothing to be ashamed about.
Rika, not patting my head only made me feel worse. Could you just let me, like, pass out this lunch break?
I can hear you watching.
No, seriously. Munch,
It's so
munch.
cute.
Ma, you think I would just sit here and allow that?
I'll get really angry if you disturb me. Really angry. Oh. What the fuck?
It's contagious. I'm sleepy.
Yo, the fake though.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much for the raid, Marshall. Welcome in. Hello.
Ooh,
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome in. Let me. Sorry. Oh, thank you.
Bitch.
Oh, you are. Oh.
You are, man.
I'm in danger! I'm in danger!
I see her in danger. Marshall, welcome in the Rexus. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much for the follow, Rexus. Sus clips again. Nice sound effects. Don't worry, I completely understand. You know, especially in those kind of games, right? You gotta do sound effects to increase your performance.
Hey.
We're painting some little plastic dudes. Yo, that's cute. I hope you had a good arting time, man. I hope it was very productive.
You can think like Warhammer and such? That's kind of cool. Like the little plastic dudes, I'm assuming. Or is that not right?
Ooh.
I'm not sure. But anyway.
Higurashi.
Hope you had fun though.
Yeah,
I did QA for the second chapter of this. QA?
Wait? Quality assurance? Really?
Oh,
Sure. Wait, if that's the case practice, that's really cool. Well, I'm assuming that's what you mean by QA.
is that what QA means?
Quality assurance? I think so.
Quality
Quality
assurance.
assurance? Yay!
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, what? That's really cool. Oh,
Fuck. Warhammer.
we'll have to look forward to episode 2 then. Then you know, you see
Ooh.
that the equality is assured.
Laying paint on my Phobos kilt team, if that says anything. Ooh. You try pulls, it means I missed them. Nah. This is chapter 1 because we haven't even we haven't finished chapter 1 at all.
It's been a good 3 weeks so far, and we do it about what 4 hours per session.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You show me, huh? Mr. Ray was like, you know, I studied. I didn't work at that one. It's okay. Also, welcome in BT
Oh, don't worry.
House. I hope you had. Well, you
Welcome,
can continue
welcome.
studying. We're just voice acting this entire visual.
Actually, on that note, do you want to introduce what we're doing right now, and like yourself as well? Okay, on that note.
So when you ask me to introduce myself, now I start sweating.
Well, welcome to the Ayakawa Hikari channel. The great streamer here, next to me, well, I say next to me on the screen right now is the one and only Ayakawa Hikari. You can call her Shura. My name is Tsuka, but that's not important. Right now we are currently voicing for Higurashi no Nakokoro ni, chapter 1, and we are planning to do that every week on Tuesdays, and we'll continue on the chapters, which I know there are like 6 chapters going on. So yes,
6 or 7 or 8.
7 or 8, yeah, something like that. But we're currently on the first one. We're I'm hoping about 70% in.
8,
So we are getting to 8, isn't there? 8. Okay, yeah, fair. 8 then.
Yeah,
we have all the chapters available to us.
Yeah.
So don't worry, we'll get to them.
Yeah, we'll get to
Of
them
course,
eventually.
the second chapter, of course, we'll keep our eyes open for the quality, any typos, any odd sentences to come out, and be like, hey, you missed this. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great.
What do you mean?
But,
I already meow.
I mean, yeah,
I don't have red eyes
Meow one more.
normally. Okay, I have silver white eyes.
yeah,
Normally.
white eyes. Normally, no. I shouldn't have revealed myself. No. Actually,
No,
honestly,
it's okay. It looks cool, right?
it's great. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But yes, that's just a short introduction of what we're doing now. Who the streamer is, and yes,
Arigatou
Yeah.
gozaimasu.
hope you guys.
I'm not
I'm
good
gonna
with
munch on my
words.
biscuit now. How?
I'm not good with words, so it's here to carry me. But yes, we're just like voice acting. He's reading the main character's lines, and well, the main character is the one usually narrating the entire story, so that means he gets most of the lines, and I'm voicing every other character other than the main character. Do y'all know she flights stairs on the daily? She keeps headbutting them. I think I don't. Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. I do headbutt them. See, a glass reflection is revealing a credit card and the numbers on the back. Wait. But I hope everyone enjoys your stay. Like, feel free to get whatever you need. Get rest, water, or food. I know after raids, everybody's exhausted. Feel free to lurk. It's just gonna be us like talking anyway. Just think of it as like a podcast.
We'll try our best to give you like a good, audiobook, as it were.
Audiobook.
We're not professionals, okay? we just like to do this as a hobby. So, hope you guys can just enjoy it while you guys go on with your day. And of course, feel free to comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
I mean, I can't say that. You can. So.
Oh, should I put on the mother voice? How do I do that?
Break your voice.
I don't know. I have to break my
instead
voice.
Instead of a mother, you became like you became the Grudge.
I like the Higurashi anime. I did not. Okay, first off, I don't know anything about Higurashi. I have not watched the anime. I have not. It's like the first time I'm seeing this. So yeah.
Yeah, the both of us are actually going to be experiencing this for the first time. So yeah.
It bounced to my
tip. Ooh, okay. Hope you have a good time.
Have fun! Thanks for the great, Marshall. Goodbye. I hope you get wins and pummel everybody you're playing tabletop games with.
I hope your Warhammer figures dry out properly as well.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good time. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for dropping by. Good thing I watched it. Yeah, I don't like horror. I'll try to make some nice W's. Yeah.
Nice. We believe in the banana.
Believe. Hey.
Okay, let's go.
Plugs out.
This was just dreadful. Just so sleepy. I slumped my head onto the desk and drifted off into an afternoon nap. It seemed that Satoko had responded, but I pretended not to hear. Let it out, wait, no. Is that? Hi,
Oh.
it's Rena.
It's me. I feel like it. No, it's the other little girl.
Rika?
Oh wait, is it Rika? No, Rika doesn't say Keiichi-kun. She says Keiichi-san. Okay.
It's Rena.
Cut it out, Satoko-chan. Keiichi-kun fell asleep. His sleeping face. So cute.
I can't
Mion?
tell who's this. Is this Mion? Okay. You can take him home later. Let him be for now. That's...
Rika.
How do you know? But,
It's just a general sense. It's the vibe, you know?
Okay. Let's move over there. It'd be rude to Keiichi if we bothered him now.
Rika-chan really is a good girl.
Let's not wake him up even if the teacher comes back.
oh wait,
Take that back.
that was fuck.
Rika. The excuse that I didn't sleep much last night was because I was watching TV was a lie. I was in bed at the usual time, but because of the conversation with Oishi-san that afternoon, I didn't get much sleep. Just spending the day like this, it's almost as if the incident with Tomitake-san didn't happen at all.
Remember all these mosquitoes? Don't you have bug spray, bro?
I'll say mosquitoes are my worst enemy. I'm so happy to be here. They don't have mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes do not really like my blood. They can sense my highly unhealthy lifestyle.
It made me think, was Oishi-san just trying to deceive me? You good?
Yep.
It was probably the truth. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm okay, man. But yeah.
One thing was certain. I couldn't speak to anyone about it. He wanted my assistance, but I really didn't know anything about it. If I knew I wasn't going to be of any help, I probably wouldn't have listened in the first place. And then it ended up with me, again, regretting learning something I didn't need to know. If I had never learned anything about it, I would, without a doubt, be goofing off with the rest of them right now. I couldn't help but resent Oishi-san for this.
What?
What?
Huh? When was that?
I heard he wasn't there the next day. It appears he vanished the night of the Watanagashi.
Oh, no. Mion whispered to keep others from listening, but I could hear it clearly. On the other hand, Rena's voice was even harder to pick up. But I could still tell she was quite upset. It couldn't be. Are they talking about Tomitake-san?
No, they, Toby.
Not sure. That's all I know.
I would have to feign ignorance about this topic because I needed to keep it a secret. Rather than waking up and being forced to lie to join a conversation, it was much easier just to sit here and pretend I was asleep to listen in under discussion. Wait, why did I have to pretend to be asleep while eavesdropping on my friend's conversation? The guilt. Still.
Oh,
And
wait, this is... I can't tell.
so, and me. There are others, right?
True. But they don't know if it's from the curse or if this was an Onikakushi.
Onikakushi? Onikakushi? To be hidden away by a demon? What a mysterious phrase. I did, however, get the feeling it meant nothing good.
There was another, right? Right? If it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah.
But this year at all?
Grandma and the mayor had talked about it. Seems they talked to police about it beforehand. They said that they take care of whatever happens this year without causing commotion. Then
without us knowing it, someone had them. You.
maybe.
This could mean, I wonder.
Don't worry, you got home safely.
But is not allowed, right?
That was a long time ago. Let's stop talking about this. So Rena did something, is what I got. I mean, Rena said she also moved in last year.
Yeah, so she's also kind of an outsider, you know?
But she's more of an insider now, I guess. I'm gonna take a shower.
Alright, have a fun shower.
Right, enjoy your shower, buddy.
Yum yum.
The entirety of the conversation was still a bit unclear, but a few parts caught my attention.
Oops.
First of all, the term Onikakushi. To be demoned away. By the context it was used in, I would guess it's similar to being spirited away. I suspect that's what it meant because Tomitaka-san and that woman, it really bugged me that I don't know her name, vanished after the Watanagashi. The next thing that stuck out was what Rena said. There's another one, right?
Sorry.
You're good. Mion also said, if it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah, responding to something. If it's Oyashiro-sama's curse, then there had to be two victims. Is that what she meant? Come to think of it, I remember Mion saying at the beginning that they didn't know if it was from the curse, or if it was a case of Onikakushi. It seems that the curse and being demoned away are different things, and they were phenomena that were paired together. I recalled Tomitaka-san's terrible end. That wasn't something as elegant as disappearing. That horrendous end would best be described as cursed. Then, the woman with him, it means she vanished because she was demoned away? What I do know is that it's normally an even number of victims of the curse proper. And the last point that bothered me was Rena. Rena was frightened. For what reason, I didn't know. However, she knew that something had made her a potential target for Oyashiro-sama's curse. If I recall correctly, Oyashiro-sama should be the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. Isn't a guardian deity supposed to defend the citizens and drive out invaders? If I recall correctly, yesterday, Oishi-san said that originally the targets were enemies of the village, but recently, there was no longer any distinction between them or regular outsiders. If that was the case, then I would think that I'd be the more likely target, having moved here more recently than Rena. From her composure, I could infer that she was grimly certain that she would be next. I should probably relay what I just heard now to Oishi-san. Informing the police of what I heard by eavesdropping on my friends while pretending to be asleep. It made me feel terrible.
Gotta do what you gotta
Snitches
do,
get
homie.
stitches.
Snitchers get... What's the other saying?
Stitches get put in ditches, something like that.
Snitches get put in ditches, yeah. The worst, the violent.
Yeah, I think that's the British way of saying it. Snitches get put in ditches, something like that.
Yeah, when you told me that the first time, I was like, what the fuck? So violent, bro.
It raised a few questions and left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Would it be better not to seek the answers to those questions? As I continued to learn more and more, I felt like I'd fallen past the point of no return. I would definitely regret this one day. I would definitely regret ever having learned of these events.
Wow, amazing pacing. Back to cheerful music. Woohoo. Sorry, I was
You're good.
eating. My mom dropped me some homemade fruit jelly.
Nice.
Keiichi, who says Keiichi-san? Rika, right?
Yeah. No.
Not Rika. Wait. Whatever. Satoko. Holy shit. I can't remember the name
Yeah.
anymore.
The teacher approaches. Keiji-san, you must awaken. Ring, ring, ring.
In the distance, I could hear the ring of the handbell signaling the start of afternoon classes. Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all. I hastily opened my eyes and raised my head up. It was in that moment that I leaned against the back of my. There was a thumbtack stuck in the back of my chair of tape. Wow.
Ow.
Circumstantial evidence was enough. Satoko! Guilty without trial. Capital punishment. I furiously jumped up from my seat. And I tripped as if my feet were tangled up. My shoelaces had been tied together. Not bad, Satoko. While I was sleeping, you were able to conceal your presence and able to pull off this fine piece of work. The teacher came in right as I was about to. Excuse me. Let me try that again. The teacher came in right as I was about to pull off my shoes and tackle Satoko.
Did you not notice that our teacher has arrived, Keiji-san? Take your seat.
The finger. Yeah.
The flick.
Not caring one bit, I made her eat a flick to the forehead.
Keiji-san's being mean.
Hey, don't pick on the younger kids, my Barakun. Apologize. Bitch.
I saw Satoko stick her tongue out at me. That little brat.
The little.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Come on, my Barakun.
Yeah, I'll apologize. Sorry, Satoko-san. In any case, I apologize. Even if it was in a completely insincere tone of voice. Damn her. I'll remember this.
Kei-chan, get your revenge at a club meeting. Take your seat. Uh-oh.
Sat down after Mion told me to. She switched to the class representative mode.
Oh, okay. It does another prank. What?
Ah, Jesus, fuck.
Iwa-san.
Sorry. I was like, it went quiet and I just sneezed. I was like, ah. Excuse me, sorry. No, it's okay. No, sorry, listen. I was surprised as well. Excuse me.
What tolerance to jump scares them, man?
No, that's why I enjoy it. My tolerance to jump scares is low, and then I'll laugh afterwards, you know? It's fun! Anyway. With the boring classes finished, school was finally over for the day. Now then, what should we do for our club today?
Oh my god.
Personally, I would like to play that deduction game one more time. I was hardly able to play it last time because of Oishi-san.
Oishi-san.
Rena and I weren't even able to test out our strategy. Well, you technically did.
Kinda. Yeah.
That's right, today Keiichi-kun and I will be victorious.
Oh.
What should we do? We've never played the same game 2 days in a row before. Why not try asking me?
Mion looked over her shoulder as we made eye contact. She slowly tapped her palm and her fist at her face as her face suddenly lit up.
Whoops. I completely forgot. I need to go help my uncle today. Sorry guys. Not today.
Being your uncle? Aren't you a little goody two shoes?
Sorry, really. I really did forget. Well then, sorry guys. This old man's heading back home now.
Mion left us with that and rushed off to the exit after snatching up her bag.
Sorry.
You see, Mi-chan, she sometimes goes to help out at her uncle's shop in town.
Ah, I thought she wasn't the type to get caught up in such troublesome stuff.
She said that she gets paid for it. It's quite a bit of spending money from what I hear.
Ooh.
I see. She was able to pay for that mountain of games with what she saved up from there.
Ah.
But that... wouldn't you call that a part-time job?
Mm.
Isn't that against the school policy?
Bah.
There's a clause that says family business are excluded.
Is that what she's calling it? I mean, it is.
It is.
So what now? Passing the club today?
So, we're done today, I guess?
Wouldn't it be fine even without the club president? Let's do this! I opened the club locker and began searching for the deduction game from the ever-growing pile of games. Ah, here it is! The deduction game from yesterday! Man, I had to just stop as I was getting the hang of it. At the very least, I wanted to repay Satoko for what she did during the afternoon break. Nom nom.
I don't mind, but is that fine for Renasan and Rika? If Keiichi wants to so badly, I wouldn't mind playing for a bit.
I think it's better if we do it when we have everyone together.
When she said it like that, I wanted to go shopping if there wasn't a club meeting today. Going to buy soy sauce and other things. Wait,
Who
what?
is this?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess the soy sauce one was
Maybe Rika. Yeah.
Rika, and now that's you.
Oh. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, I guess since it's been a while, I should go treasure hunting.
Sorry?
Excuse me.
oh, okay, yeah, same. Don't worry, we both are like munching at the
we're
side.
gonna snacking, guys. Sorry.
Having soy
What's
sauce.
this now?
Oh, sorry.
Having soy sauce now. What's this now? Everyone is no longer in the mood for club activities. What, you having soy sauce now? What are you having it with, Raj?
Are you just pouring soy sauce
You-
into
you're
your mouth?
drinking soy sauce?
Just drinking that shit straight? On God? No pussy?
What?
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 If you kept on trying to push the matter, you may make them realize I had a trick up my sleeve. Ah well, I'll give up this time. Man, I really was looking forward to playing it. I shuffled through the cars as if I was still caught up in it.
At the next opportunity, I shall give you a sound thrashing.
The murderer is Satoko! The murder weapon is the pistol! It was you after all!
What did you say? Then I'll just...
I took a look through the cars on the desk and stuck out 3 of them at me.
I'm feeling hungry, but maybe I should just sleep this one out. I feel you. At least I know it burns calories. When you sleep, your body actually uses up energy. Wait, really? That's a thing? I know
Well,
you
I mean,
dehydrate while you sleep.
You will always, I mean, your body always uses a bit of calories, right? As long as you're alive.
So,
Yeah.
I
It's
guess.
not that you'll burn as much calories if you're sleeping, but it's not like you won't.
Naruhodo. So what you're saying is I should hibernate.
No.
No?
That's literally not what I'm saying at all. What do you mean? It's like, so what you're saying is, I should hibernate, bro.
What's wrong with that? I have a very rare syndrome called overcalories syndrome. Very fat? I don't think that's rare, sir. But at the same time, no. Brother,
Don't feed that man.
I don't know how much you weigh, but hey man. I feel
Listen,
you.
as long as you're healthy.
As long as you're healthy? No. What he said, man. As long as you're happy and healthy, it don't matter. Hey, look at me.
Yes.
I'm living in such an unhealthy life, but I'm happy. The long pause before the sigh. He's just sick and tired. He's like, alright, I'm happy.
I mean, I'm glad you're happy.
That's not a real syndrome. Yeah, it's okay. How's the boy's parents though? Wait, what?
The KT's parents. We haven't heard anything about them so far, so.
Oh, the dad? No. You know who's dead? Buff Boy Maggie. Our daddy, the muscle daddy, he's dead. With a gruesome death.
It was it was kind of
Kinda
obvious, right? Because
the amount of
the
screen
side character was
time.
getting all the screen time. They're like, oh, now you're one of us. We'll see you later. Bye bye. Dead.
Photography buff man, yeah. Actually, rest in peace. It's such an obvious like foreshadow too, right?
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, it's like you knew it was coming, but it's like, yeah.
I knew it was coming, but not in that way.
I am coming.
I am coming, bro.
Sorry.
Are you sorry?
No, not very well.
The murder is Keiichi. In the lounge with the rope.
Don't need no rope. I'll just strangle you like this.
Nah, Keiichi's not such a beast.
Phew. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I got that out of my system.
Phew. Thank God she's dead. Oh wait.
Thank God I strangled her to death.
Wow, I remember this Keiichi-san.
She was used as a plaything for quite a while. Unfortunate.
Cute. What?
Everyone got ready to go back home.
Okay.
Yep, sure, no worries. I also helped gather up the scattered cards.
Hmm.
I suddenly paused. They were just the suspect cards. But I noticed something strange. Rena, Satoko, Rika, Keiichi, Mion, Satoshi. Satoshi? Not all the cards were made by us. Or at least, every card beside this one has the name of a club member. Does this mean that this Satoshi fellow is a member? Is there someone in the class named Satoshi? I couldn't find anyone named Satoshi in the class. We're also stuck up on the wall.
What is this, corpse party?
Yeah, right?
Kate-kun, let's hurry and finish cleaning up.
Being rushed by Rena, I finished up quickly.
Oh my god. Imagine Satoshi
Or
was like
what-
a transfer student before and he died, and now we're the new transfer
Yeah.
student.
Or maybe it's Tomitake-san's real name.
Bruh.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because the thing is that there was a tip saying that Tomitake-san's there was no such
No.
name in the Tokyo Ward. So
Oh yeah, then the police report had like the pen name, like the question mark, like
yeah, no, Tomitake-san was the pen name.
ah.
Josuke Tomitake, something like that.
Hmm.
But anyway, right now, Rena had already gotten her bag and was ready to leave.
They did say dead like 100 times. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, dead, 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 dead. Anyway,
Mm.
Crystal,
Go ahead.
wait, Satoko and Rika-chan had already headed merrily for their lockers, so we were the only ones left in the classroom. Right now, Rena had already gotten her bag and was ready to leave. Rena, there must be quite a few people who transferred from this school, right?
Imagine Satoshi. It's the guy they killed, and they all hide the body.
Yeah, probably.
And then she's gonna
Then
like.
asking Rena in a bit of a roundabout way.
Ayasumi. Ayasumi.
Oh, night,
Go hope you have a good sleep. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Go.
Oh wait, did you read that?
I already read it.
My brain.
Yeah. Minami's also a rural town, right? Some people transfer out every now and then.
Then is Satoshi, another one of those transferees.
Sorry. I don't really know.
There was a bit of a pause, but the answer was pretty much immediate.
I'm not saying it to be mean. Just last year, I transferred in, so maybe I just missed him. So, I didn't hear much about him. Sorry.
Oh, she's lying. She lying. Sus.
I'm not sure. Sorry. Her answer was a lot like when she refused to tell me what the murder at the dam. I was saddened by her denial, felt a bit of anger. I'm their friend, aren't I? Friends don't keep secrets from their friends, do they?
Well,
Well,
sorry.
you're kinda... Though I do appreciate that they kept that unsettling curse thing from me. But if everyone is worried about it, I'd rather be worried with them. That's what it means to be friends, right? For a moment, I wondered just what kind of face I was making just then. Just mixed feelings of sadness and annoyance.
Cage-kun, you're making a scary face. Why is it? Why?
It was probably the exact kind of face Rena said it was. It appeared my grim expression had frightened her. Sorry. I was really looking forward to the club today, so I'm just feeling down about it. I rustled Rena's hair. Let's go home. Dragging that awkward mood of us, we headed home. I wonder why. Why have I been getting this dumb feeling lately? I didn't know anything. I had nothing to worry about. I was just enjoying my everyday life. The long, outstretched shadow gave no answer to my naive query.
Cage-kun, are you tired maybe?
Rena timidly questioned the reason behind my mood. I'm sure my expression made the situation even more unsettling. You think so?
Yeah, you seem to have been a little out of it ever since this morning. Maybe a cold?
Physically, I was pretty sure I was in perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I've had perfect attendance since elementary school. And I continued on since I didn't give her an answer.
It could be that the fatigue from moving has finally caught up to you. It's completely different from when you used to live, after all. Of course, you've gotten tired, since there's so much you need to get used to and remember.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, it has to be. And I was also like that at first too. I can tell, you know? No?
I wonder if Rena also experienced a slight bit of alienation last year that I was feeling right now. Thinking so, I felt she was the only one who could understand how I really felt. I'd like to hear about when you first came to Hinamizawa. How was it? Feeling that I had been drawn into the conversation, her face suddenly brightened.
Sorry.
Hello?
Sorry, water. Alright, yeah, my breath got caught in my throat.
Yeah, no, I get you.
It was the same as Keiichi-kun. I didn't know the villagers' names at all. Ichan and the rest were all very kind, so I wasn't lonely, but I did still feel a little out of place.
Brenda told me all the details of when she had moved here. All of her first acquaintances and surprises, and worries and good times. So, Satoko got you too?
Yeah, there was a thumbtack put on my chair. Poke. And with that, yeah, that really takes me back.
When were you invited into the club? First day?
There wasn't a club at the beginning. It was formed part way through. Wait.
Wait a minute.
This bitch. This is
Rena.
where I caught you. This is where
Rena.
we caught you.
Hang on a second.
You can't say that and then say, I don't know.
So
Satoshi could be someone else.
yeah, Satoshi, huh? Huh? Hey.
You lie. No,
You would be terrible at Among Us.
yo, either KG is sharp enough to caught that, or KG is like, there's something off with what she said, but I don't know what. And then we're both
It's
like,
wait a second.
haha.
Oh, no. Knowing KH, he's probably like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Oh
But
yeah.
he might not say anything about it. Yeah. Or he might
Liar,
say something about it.
liar,
Yeah.
skirt on fucking fire. But
Yeah.
then again, he knew that she lied and said, "No, I don't
Yeah.
know." So it's not anything surprising. But she just outed herself just like that. Yes.
One day she said we should stay after and hold a big game tournament.
Come to think of it, Mion did say she was the first club president. Now I get it.
This is secret, but Mii-chan used to be really bad at the beginning. She'd never win.
Huh? Mion? Really? I can't even imagine that.
She had to do most of the penalties that she came up with. Seriously, don't tell.
I can't believe Mion was like that. So she gradually transformed into a monster who used any means necessary to win during that time? Mion's at her best when she's fighting dirty.
I began making more friends besides Mii-chan after that, but yeah. It might have only been since you moved here that I have finally felt I had gotten used to it here.
I guess Rena had also been left in the dark about the Oyashiro-sama when she had just moved here. I guess when they finally told me about Oyashiro-sama, I'd be considered one of them.
I wonder when I'll...
Oh wait, oops. Oh.
I wonder when I'll finally be considered one of them.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, sorry. Just talking to myself.
Cage, you're silly.
Rena was poking fun and laughing at me, and I couldn't help but laugh as well. Ah, here it is.
You're so silly.
You'll never be one of us.
Yeah, this is when he realizes.
Oh.
But I suddenly stopped. Then, after making up my mind, I spoke. Hey, Rena. Is there something that everybody's keeping from me?
Sneezing. Bless you.
Bless you.
Rena, I'm sorry, but I'm allergic to bullshit. Wow. Wow, I see. Smooth. Smooth.
Huh? No, not at all.
Lying, aren't you? Rena suddenly stopped. Her expression was cold and intense.
What do you mean by that, Cage-kun?
Her tone was still the same cheery and light-hearted one as before. You are, aren't you? Keeping something from me. After understanding what I meant, her expression grew even more intense. Seeing that face, I regretted saying something so rash. She came back at me in a way I didn't expect. Oh shit.
I knew it.
Here it goes! Here it goes! We're finally here! Oh
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
We're here, guys! Oh my god!
The moment he said her expression went cold, I was like, oh no, she's gonna turn yonder, isn't she?
Yeah. I'm hyped! Yeah, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
That means I have to be yonder. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, if by the end of this I know how to do a yandere voice, I'm gonna get an ASMR mic and do yandere ASMR, upload it to YouTube. Kappa. I won't. No.
People G.
Oi.
Oh. You can keep Rena's voice, but you can kind of like... You can give the delivery flatter, if that makes sense.
Flatter?
It's like, well then, Cage-kun. Kind of a bit, give a colder tone and a flatter feel. There.
I'm not a voice actor, but I'll try my best. Well then,
Keiichi-kun, aren't you keeping something from us?
Huh? Her tone didn't change, but it was the first time I'd seen this expression from Rena. Without her gaze pierced through me, I couldn't believe this was the same Rena.
Aren't you? Lies or secrets? Aren't you?
You are. Secrets. She didn't actually say that part, but she looked as she did. The incident with Tomitake-san, and how I felt alienated from the group. Even without having to think about it, there were things I knew that I felt guilty about. But I didn't tell everyone about what happened to Tomitake-san to be considerate. I was keeping it a secret just the same way they didn't tell me about Oyashiro-sama. Then, aren't we even? No, I'm not. No lies. Nor secrets.
Liar.
Her answer was instant, and it shook me. Rena stared as if burrowing through me, watching me like a hawk. Why would you say I'm lying?
Didn't you say that you were called into the teacher's room yesterday during club meeting, Keiichi-kun? I know. You didn't go to the teacher's room.
I swallowed hard. It clearly wasn't a bluff. She knew what happened.
The teacher said you had a guest, didn't she? But didn't talk at the entrance. You talked inside of the car near the school gate. There's some man we don't know.
Rena knew everything. She knew that I was called up by Oishi-san, and I had heard about the incident with Tomitake-san as well. Did she know all of it?
Exactly who was that man?
I don't know him.
Why did someone you don't know have business with you?
I want to know that myself.
Then what did you talk about?
It has nothing to do with you guys. It was a lie.
Lies!
Rena's scream echoed through the trees, sending frightened birds into the air. I couldn't exhale the deep breath I had just taken. No, it was like I wasn't allowed to exhale. It was here I first realized. The person in front of me, she wasn't Renadugu. Then, who was it that was standing before me now? Who had assumed Renadugu's appearance? I had held my breath for so long, I could feel myself suffocating.
Right?
And then she made a facial expression that Rena normally might have made. It didn't matter that it was Rena's usual smile. It chilled me to the bone. She drew closer to me. I felt her breath against my face. It wasn't the least bit exciting. Whoever this was with Rena's face was going to chew my nose right off. I cowered as I imagined that. Then, she smirked, as if she was able to see right through me.
We also have secrets. Just like how Keiichi-kun has secrets too.
It was Rena's usual smile. But her eyes were still that of a hawk's. Bringing her face close enough to mine to almost bump into my nose, she kindly persuaded me. I couldn't nod or shake my head. This person standing in front of me, this person who looked like Rena, frightened me to my core. I was terrified knowing that she could hear the sound of me swallowing nervously. After what felt like an eternity, after a long empty silence, she finally spoke.
Let's go. It's getting chilly.
It was Rena again, smiling at me once more. She started walking as if nothing at all had happened.
Damn.
When I was released from her gaze, my legs gave out from underneath me, and I slumped onto the ground. I wasn't able to lift a finger until Rena was out of sight. Who was that? I felt cold. My body was drenched in sweat. I was finally able to form a coherent thought and asked myself once again, who was that person? Who looked like Rena Ryugu?
Maybe the Rena you know is not Rena at all. It's a fake.
Rena, I barely know her.
Man, her, I barely know her.
I was out of it and couldn't bring myself to do anything until dinner except stare blankly into space. Was I terrified from Rena going off on me? No, that's not right. That was someone else who only looked like Rena.
My guy's in such denial.
In denial. Then, who could it have been? It was a dreadful feeling, knowing that there was someone else, not Rena. So tomorrow I shouldn't have a problem talking to Rena like I usually do.
Yeah, my guy is on high copium.
Yep. That thought was strangely comforting. I concluded that I should calm down and clear my head. Though these thoughts continued swirling around my mind.
I think this is where you call the police, sir.
Finally, I returned to my senses as I heard my mother calling out to me from the bottom of the steps.
Keiichi, it's a call from the bookstore.
Bookstore? Can't think of why they'd be calling me. I went downstairs and picked up the receiver anyway.
My apologies for calling so late at night. It's me. Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
What? Oh, cheeky. My apologies for calling so late at night. It's me, Oishi of the Okinomiya Bookshop. Oishi-san? Oishi-san? Oh, it's Oishi-san! Sorry. Since your parents picked up, I said I was from the bookstore. It puts people off when I say I'm a police officer. True. Oishi-san was, in his own way, rather courteous. Even so, I didn't want my parents hearing me talk to the police. I brought the cordless phone with me as I dashed back out to my room on the second floor. Sorry for calling so late. That phone number on the piece of paper I gave you yesterday was the old phone number. My apologies. Can you copy down the number I'm about to give you? Yeah. Okay. Gave me the phone number for his direct line as I wrote it down. I thought that was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk, and it was pretty hard to hang up. So, how has it been, Maebara-san? Did anything strange happen recently? I see. This was the real reason. He really beat around the bush there, huh? His adult conversational skills left me slack-jawed. Are you from around here, Oishi-san? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I am. Born and raised in Okinomiya. If he's from around here, he might know. Oishi-san. Do you know what this Onikakushi thing is about? I believe that's when somebody suddenly vanishes because they've been abducted by a demon. It's a special saying from around here. It has the same meaning as spirited away, like everyone else says. Whereas my friends would say they didn't know when I asked. This older man gave me a direct answer. It made me a bit happy that he answered me directly about trying to hide anything. Hinamizawa was... Oh, Hinamizawa was... I'm not sure if I should tell you this, Mayabara-san. Don't try to play this off. If you're not going to talk, then I'm not going to tell you anything. Ah, no. That's not what I meant. It's just... It may make you feel bad. You see, long ago, Hinamizawa was feared as the village where demons reside. Demons? By demons, you mean those pitchfork-carrying things in hell? More like human-eating monsters. They go down to villages, snatching people up and gobbling them down. That kind of tale. Demons snatching up people is what this Onikakushi really means. They said that the curse and being demoned away happened together. What does that... Oh, sorry. They said that the curse and being demoned away happened together. What does that mean? I already knew about the mysterious deaths happening 5 years in a row. But I didn't know there were people disappearing for those same 5 years. The curse and being demoned away happened together? First time I've heard of that. Is that how it is, Mayabara-san? That's what I want to know.
Wait. What the?
You're fine. I heard Rena and Mion talking. They said that if it was really Oyashiro-sama's curse, then both the curse and demoning away would happen. Oishi-san began hemming and hawing on the other end of the receiver. Maybe something about that came into mind? Mayabara-san. Do you know the first incident?
I was read. No, it was not. It's read today. Cause murder.
Yes, murder, therefore, gotta get into the spirit of it. Mayabara-san, do you know the first incident? The murder by dismemberment? Yeah. One of the 6 perpetrators is still on the run, right? Hypothetically. What if he isn't on the run, but was demoned away? Huh? It was an outrageous hypothesis from Oichi-san. The incident 4 years ago was a particularly ghastly one. The police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters with his face on them. They staked out various locations and investigated every possible escape route he had.
Oh, Hagen. Oh shit! I clicked out the window.
But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be. Unless the police were completely incompetent. Even if it was an outrageous hypothesis, I couldn't simply laugh it off. Then what about the incident the next year? When the man who supported the project and his wife both died in an accident.
Man died, wife went missing?
Yeah, probably, right? Well, actually, it was only the husband who died in an accident.
There you go.
Oh shit. His wife's body never surfaced. Unless we find the body, then it's considered a missing person by law. At the time of the incident, with the river below the cliff being muddy rapids, the police divers had searched every branch off the main stream off the river for a dozen of miles. But in the end, they weren't able to find her body. But that's just them not being able to find a body. She's still dead, right? Isn't it different from being demoned away?
How do you know she's dead?
Exactly. We can't say someone is dead without their body
Exactly. Ini makan na.
until a certain number of years pass. By law, she's still treated as still alive. I'm not sure if it was the right call to call. I'm not sure if it was right to call that being demoned away. The wife is missing. At least that part is a reality. How about the third year? The Shinto priest died of illness,
His wife went missing.
and his wife committed suicide? Maemara-san, that's actually the exact same scenario. The wife had supposedly thrown herself into the bottomless marsh deep in the forest around Hinamizawa. Meaning it's all circumstantial evidence. They simply found her suicide note in front of the marsh. A diver was able to recover a few remnants, but they weren't able to find the body. The investigative headquarters believed that she had faked her death and was still alive somewhere. Also, holy shit, it started raining like pouring super heavy outside. Hang on, give me a second. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I feel wet.
That's what she said. So sad.
Oh no, my piano is soaked. Give me a sec.
Oh wait. Oh no. Is it still working?
No, it's still working. Yeah, but it's like that. The surface of it is like it's completely wet.
It's okay.
It
Take your
was like- I was thinking really
time. Take your time. Take your time. It's fine, bro. It's fine.
It's like being in a car wash, but it's just.
Oh no.
I was noting because like I was like reading like like the super mysterious stuff. It's supposed to be super scary, and then like it starts raining. I was like, oh hey, this is kind of moody. Then it started
Now it's
raining
just
heavy,
for
shit. Then it started pouring water through my window. I was like, okay.
Repeat. Fucking the pee, bro.
Okay, we're good. I'm not sure if we could call these cases as being demoned away. It's just as you've said. Every year, one person does go missing. The incident this year, the woman of Tomitake-san has gone missing. Then what about the incident of the housewife beaten to death?
You know what this is?
What?
Someone jealous of couples just go killing people.
Oh yeah, true.
They kill the husband. They kill the husband, then yoink the wife.
Oh yeah, true. It's always been the wife. Well, I guess up until now, it's always been like the husband, and then the
It's
wife
always been
gets thrown
males.
away. Yeah.
And the wife you get yoinked. Oh yeah, there was a housewife being beaten there. Who
Yeah,
I
exactly.
missed.
That's fine. Yeah, that's what I said up until now. I believe the perpetrator was caught, right? Yeah, we arrested him. He was just a miscreant with a record of narcotics abuse. He admitted to the crime while being questioned about a different crime incident. But, well, you see.
Oh no! Every time, I swear, whenever I play this game, my computer starts flashing white, bro. Every fucking time. No joke.
Creepy.
Yeah. The screen.
But you see, after he was arrested, a child from the victim's home went missing. It's still under investigation as to whether the disappearance had anything to do with the crime. But you said you caught him, right? Did he have an accomplice? No idea. It's considered a separate case. Moreover, we can't even check now. Because while under investigation, that man, he died in his holding cell. He swallowed a spork and choked to death.
Boy.
He swallowed a spork and choked to death.
I don't know why that sounds so funny. He fucking
How'd you die?
swallowed a
Oh, I
spork.
swallowed a spork.
I mean, it's
Are we bad
as,
people? Maybe.
it's as ridiculous as Tomitake's-san like scratching his
Clawing
neck to
his- yeah.
death. Like, why would they do that? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
but at the same
guess.
time, it's just like, clawing out your neck with your own nails. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Following a spork. I'd be like,
I swallowed the
was
spork.
he trying something? It's like. It is not known whether it was an accident or suicide.
Oh no! Imagine if it was an accident.
Sorry,
That guy just
So,
swallowed
it's like,
shit.
how much do you have to be enjoying your like spaghetti or your pudding to swallow a spork? It's like oh my god, oh my so Sorry, it's just terrible, but it's also like anyway. Meaning, for the last 5 years, there's always one person who dies and one who goes missing. That's about right.
But then the thing is, right? For the first death, it was the foreman got killed by 6 people, right? And then that
Yep.
one dude who ran away went missing. Second one was someone related to the foreman, wife went missing, and then Shinto priest,
Yes.
and then wife went missing. But then this guy, this killer, he killed the housewife. He didn't need to die though. Question mark.
Yeah.
He killed the
so
housewife.
that's the
and
only
child
one.
went
Yeah,
missing.
that's the only one. No, so technically, right?
That
'Cause
2 people
he
died
was
that
the one
day.
who killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But he was the one who killed the housewife, right? So technically, she isn't the one who was part of the curse, but he is. But he's the one who died mysteriously. So he's the guy who died to the Oyashiro-sama's curse.
Ah.
That's about right. No, actually, I'm surprised as well. I never realized they had that in common. I couldn't believe this could help lead to the closing of those incidents. It was just something they had in common. Could it be that those demons away have something in common?
They're just related to the person who died.
Or she sounded mumbled as she seemed to be thinking about it. So I summarized the events. The first year was the den employee. Second year was the wife of a den project supporter. Third year was the wife of the Shinto priest. Fourth year was the victim's family child, and the fifth year was the victim's girlfriend, I guess. It doesn't seem like there's anything that connects them. With the exception of the first year, wives and girlfriends, those do stand out. It does seem like there are a lot. Then that means the first victim's child was different.
Someone that makes the other person happy? Question. No, wait, no. Because the guy,
No.
no. The child and the killer was unrelated at all.
Yeah. It would have really stood out if they were all married couples. Except it's not just married couples, but parents and children as well. Come to think of it, I believe Tomitaka-san also told me the younger brother is alive and has moved, if I recall correctly. The child that went missing in the 4th year, who were they? Apparently, he was... Uh-oh. Apparently, he was quite mature when they're older than you. Satoshi.
Satoshi?
His name was Satoshi Hojo-san. Huh? Satoshi? I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred out last year? He was at your school up until last year. Didn't they tell you anything about him? Come to think of it, when I transferred in, I believe they said my seat belonged to a recent transfer student. Then, where I sat once belonged to the one who was demoned away. It was his seat? I recall the cold sensation that came from that desk. It made my hair stand on end. The string of mysterious deaths? No. Oyashiro-sama's curse. I now knew how it connected to me. That chilling sensation. It was the feeling of Oyashiro-sama's caress on the back of my neck. Oyashiro-sama's curse. Could Oyashiro-sama's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it. And I was scared. That was why I wanted to say it was a plot crafted by men, and not the work of a curse. But the more I dug into it, the less likely that seemed. No, the more I dug, the more mysterious it became. If I kept digging, eventually, I reached a point where I'd learned something I really shouldn't know. To either be none the wiser or seek an answer I may regret. Which one would I be happier with? Maybe it'll be me next time. My execution can only be delayed for 1 year. That was what I remembered. Rena. Rena said she may be the next victim of the curse. You mean the Narugu-san? She transferred in last year and she's your classmate, isn't she? These incidents really might be a bit too disturbing for a girl. How for a child, sir? She's not just scared, is she? It wasn't that. She said it might be her next. She said it in a way that made me think she had a concrete reason behind it. It felt like she was convinced. Almost as if, you could say, she was frightened. Her sudden change in demeanor? That someone who looked like Rena but wasn't Rena? That might be unrelated. All the strange things that I felt from Rena today came back to me. I see. Then I'll be doing a bit of investigating on this end. Please continue your observations with Dugu-san, Mayabara-san. Are you asking me to keep Rena under surveillance? That's not what I mean, Mayabara-san. I just want you to watch out for your friend, so she doesn't end up the next victim. At that moment, just as my mouth was agape because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way of words, Cristão.
What?
No, I the sudden I was like, oh. A sudden knock at the door set my heart racing. Yeah, accurate. In an instant, I pointlessly covered up the end of the receiver.
Kate. Wait, what? Oh. Keiichi, get the door, please.
On the other side of the door. Oh, for God's sake. Keiichi, get the door, please. No, that's more hands up. Whatever. On the other side of the door, I heard my father's oddly upbeat voice. What could it be? It's so late. Sorry, my dad just came in. Can we leave it at this for tonight? Yeah. My apologies again for calling so late. If you find out anything else, please let me know. I'll tell you if I make any progress on this end. Well then, have a pleasant evening. Keiichi, hurry and open up. Daddy's got his hands full.
Calls himself that.
What is Dad doing? I had stayed in the same position while on the phone at the same time, so my joints were aching. When I opened the door, I saw my father was standing there with a tray. On that tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea, a fairly fancy spread for our household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on the side.
Oh.
Everything you could ask for. This was quite the show of hospitality. What's going on, Dad? What's all this for? Come now, don't play around, Keiichi. I'm coming in. Dad was in high spirits and had a smirk on his face.
Oh, he thought we were talking to a girl.
Yeah, right. But for my entire life, I've never seen him act this hospitable. What had gotten into him? So, what were you talking about? I jumped. It's not something I had to keep from my father. But how could I explain to him I was talking to the detective? I'm assuming he was. This late at night. Nothing much. Just a friend. I don't mean the phone. She was here, wasn't she? Huh. Rena-chan.
What?
What? Oh, no. Oh,
Did she
boy.
come in while we were on the phone? And she was stalking us
boy.
this entire time? You know,
Yeah,
I
oh
thought
my.
I thought she was stalking us from the window. But I didn't know she actually came in our house.
Bruh, that's chilling as shit. It was like, oh, hey, oh. Rena-chan. She wasn't here. Come now, don't try to keep it from me. She just came over to play. You two were chatting away, so I thought I'd bring her some tea. But it looks like I just missed her.
Huh?
I had no idea what Dad was talking about. But a cold sweat dripped down my back. How long were we talking? Rena-chan went upstairs about half after. So it was close to an hour, I guess. Oh, you sure heard everything.
She would have heard everything. And at the end, we said, "Are you asking me to keep surveillance of Rena and stuff?" So
Yeah.
she knows.
Yeah. You saw her come up to the second floor? Yeah, I did. I also told her that your room was a door down the hall up the stairs. Son of a bitch, Dad! Rena came to my house about an hour ago. Dad met her at the door and called out to me on the second floor. I probably didn't hear him because I was so focused on my conversation with Oishi-san. I didn't reply, but he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. Then told her my room was on the second floor. She thanked my dad and went upstairs. Then about an hour passed. She passed by my dad just as he was bringing out the tea and left. She came upstairs about She came upstairs and about an hour passed. Then passed by my dad and returned home. Then after she came upstairs, and until she left, where was Rena? There's only a short hallway between my room and the stairs.
My screen fucking blinked again, and this time it didn't blink white, it blinked black.
Oh boy, I think it's intentional at this point. Meaning, Rena had, for about an hour, in the hall. No, she couldn't have been standing in front of my door all that time.
She could. You know how crazy she is.
Yeah. The door to my room wasn't particularly thick.
It blinked again.
You could easily hear everything being said inside. All of the ominous things and all the nonsense I spoke to Oishi-san about began rushing through my head. That's you.
Oh, honey, don't tease him. More importantly, you need to clean up your studio. It's a mess again.
Mom yelled up at Dad from downstairs. Dad left the chair with me and went downstairs with a disappointed chortle.
Swear, this game is
Disappointed
blinking.
chortle.
This game
Is it blinking more now?
Yeah. It's blinking more obvious
God.
now.
It's intentional, I swear.
It's intentional.
I followed my dad out of the room with my eyes. I looked down at the floor around the doorway where Rena might have stood all that time. Just now, as I was talking to Oishi-san with my back turned, Rena was standing a mere 6 feet away. The whole time. All that time in this dimly lit doorway. What did she see? What did she hear? For what reason? As the steam from the two teacups ominously wafted and twisted, the aroma of black tea filled my room. it's getting good. This is what I'm here for.
This is not what I'm here for. Unless.
Okay,
Few
now?
tips. Am I
Just from the
okay?
police.
I'm not
You
okay. Achievement
No?
unlocked. Lies.
Is the icon her like her face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I figured.
It's called lies, bro.
Lies.
That is from the police, Jeff.
Oh, she ate from Popo.
July 1, 1982. To Departments 1 through 12. Boop, Prefecture Police Headquarters. Director General. Beep. To the Chief Constable and all facilities managers. Regarding cases situated in Hinamizawa Village. Notice. As cases in Shishibone City, Hinamizawa Village have been reported by certain sections of mass media, it has drawn global attention, which is causing serious repercussions for the local residents. It's become a very serious situation. To protect the life and property of the following. I'm not clicking anything, by the way. I have to read this really fast. Doesn't the following criminal investigation is classified? Okunomiya Station, 1982,
Wait,
case number.
you can turn off auto, no?
Auto's not on.
Oh. I'll go back.
Yeah, it's not on.
Oh wow. Oh sorry.
Economic Station, 1979, case number X is a village foreman number murder dated June. Gas Station, 1980, case number natural part falling incident. Economic Station, 1981, case number X. Hinamizawa Shinto's priest wife disappearance. Requesting self-restraint from each organization concerning the release of sensitive information. Please see attached reference materials 1, 2, and 3. Management, Beep, Prefecture Police Headquarters. Internal line, Boop. Police Affairs Department, Beep. That's it? I guess this is the notice of like the missing people now. I think they just made it. Not just
most
me.
likely. It's like it's just a general like reports thing about the area.
Yeah. Oh no. This is
boy.
where. This is where we die.
Yep.
This is where we die. Pop, pop, pop. This is where we die. This is where we die. Ba-da-boop.
Ba-da-boop-dee-ba. Doo-dee-da-dee-doo. Shit's gonna go down. And everyone gonna die. Da-da-ba.
You know, I ran a transfer here 1 year ago, right? Does that mean like we the hypothesis was she was a fucking murderer and then she came here to hide her background. Igawa scat. What? Okay. Continue, I guess.
Igawa scat.
Okay.
Weariness and a headache. Not a very nice way to start the day.
This is Dad?
What's wrong? Keiichi, you don't look so well. When did you go to sleep? Oh, back it out. Dad's never around, never mind.
That's Dad's never around. What's wrong, Keiichi? You don't look so well. When did you go to sleep? Miss it?
It seemed that my mom had noticed my sullen state. Yesterday, I kept on waking up in the middle of the night. Without a doubt, I felt a presence. I felt the presence of someone standing in front of my door.
You know, I kept thinking like,
while we were having the conversation with Oishi in our room, Rena was just staring out from outside our window the entire time. I didn't think she was at the door. I thought she was from the window. But then
Honestly, though, that's fucking terrifying, you know? It's like, ooh.
I was waiting for the jump scare, but close enough.
I told myself repeatedly that it was my imagination. I forced myself to try and sleep. Except, not being able to stand it, I gathered up my courage and opened the door. And there she was. Of course, there wasn't anyone there. I think I did this 3 times throughout the night. Or maybe I just didn't remember doing it anymore other than that. Even though I was able to get to the breakfast table without incident, I still didn't feel at ease. It might be a cold. I don't really have an appetite.
My, you do seem a little warm. Well, can you make it to school?
Technically, I did go to a school, but it was mostly self-study.
It'd be so cool if from time to time in the background we look hard and we can spot Rena or someone stalking.
Yeah. That would actually be kind of cool. I was thinking that as well. I was like, yo.
The background's just fucking painted pictures.
Hey there. Hello, Akira. Woman.
It wouldn't matter much if I missed the day, would it? Oh, you don't even know, man. It could have been that I hadn't been feeling well for the last few days because I really did have a cold. If I took some medicine and got a good day of rest, I might be able to... Ding dong. I might be able to greet everyone with a smile tomorrow. Uh-oh.
It's Rena!
That's Rena, isn't it?
It's
That's
Rena!
definitely Rena. Here's Rena!
Here's Rena!
Yeah.
Startled, I looked back and forth between the entrance and the clock. It was 10 minutes later than when I usually meet up with Rena. It was Rena.
Rena-chan came to get you. What are you going to do? Are you going to take the day off?
Rena was a good girl. She might be somewhat quirky, but she was certainly cute.
He's not cute. Oh wow, my screen blinked black this time. It
Oh,
was
boy.
blinking white the entire time, and then now it's blinked black. Okay,
It's
thanks.
blinking black. The lunches she made were delicious, and she always looked out for me.
When will my screen blink red?
Yeah, right? Why should I be so scared of something like that? I don't know, man. Only you know. It wasn't Rena's fault. It was probably mine.
No, it's Rena's fault. She's fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about you, sir, but...
My guy is high,
she's
so high on copium right now. It's like, she can't harm me. Rena. In the
Oh,
corner.
sure, I can't. Anyway. It wasn't Rena's fault. It was probably mine. It had to have been my cold. It just had to be. I'll rest. Sorry. Then I'll go
Rena.
send her off for you.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Then,
Sorry.
it's okay. Then I'll go send her off for you.
Mom headed off to the door. I would have to pass by the entrance to get back to my room. I didn't have the nerve to meet with Rena, so I wrapped myself in a blanket on the sofa and closed my eyes. I was so sleep deprived, I quickly fell into a deep slumber.
Then we wake up and see Rena in front of us.
It's like,
Yep.
oh, your mom let me in.
I had only intended to lie down for a bit, but it was almost noon when I woke up. I called out to my parents, but they didn't seem to be around. On the table, I found lunch prepared and a note. Mom and Dad had apparently driven off to somewhere far away. It likely had to do with Dad's work. This happened every so often, so it wasn't that unusual. They would probably be back sometime after dinner. On the note, it said, "The
Oh, it blinked white.
The insurance card is in the cabinet.
Take
it and go to the hospital. There was also a well-drawn map to the hospital. Oh boy. That's right. I hadn't been there before, so I didn't know exactly where it was. I had a light lunch, although it really was just leftovers from the morning. And just in case, went to the hospital.
Let me see, Rana.
Normally, I'd never be here in the middle of a weekday. Just walking around like this had me feeling guilty. It was an odd feeling. After walking for a bit, the hospital sign came into view.
Idiot?
Oh boy. Idiot Clinic was written rather stylishly on the sign. The clinic wasn't very big, but based on the scale of the rest of Hinamizawa, it was far too grand. There was a parking lot and even a reserved spot for buses. They must be making a mint. I spaced out in the air-conditioned waiting room until it was my turn to be seen.
Hi, Barasan. Please make your way to the examination room. It blinked. Fine.
Dude, this is...
I know this nice peaceful music is for us to let our guard down, so fuck you, game.
Yeah.
I know it's coming.
Like, bruh, don't think we don't know. Alright.
I know your
Don't
tricks.
think we don't know.
I know your tricks. I ain't falling for it.
I've played enough horror games and watched enough horror movies and listened to enough of your shit to know that this is just to settle us. Anyway.
Let me yoink my rowlet.
Yeah, sure. Nice. Oui.
Yes.
Oui.
Right.
Okay. They gave me a shot and 3 days worth of medicine. I thought it was a little overboard, but if it would clear away the gloomy feeling I've been having lately, then it was worth it.
Oh, what?
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello? Yes? Hello?
Oh. Sorry.
You good?
No. It's nothing.
I settled the bill and took a quick trip to the washroom. As I was leaving, I overheard a conversation between some elderly people who seemed to be regulars at the clinic. Of course, I had no intention of eavesdropping. I just wasn't. If it just wasn't for that one word, must have been an Onikakushi. I wonder. She was still pretty young. Might have just eloped. With whom? That man from Tokyo who visits every season. That young one with that big camera. Didn't you know they were getting along pretty well? Are you talking about Tomitake-san? Oh wait, I realized. Do you want to do the elderly people or?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could feel my ears perking up.
I don't know about that, but you have to make preparations before you elope. Leave a note or quit their job or something. It's an elopement because they didn't leave a note or message. The thought that I'll never see that young nurse's face again makes me rather sad. Takarasu is an upstanding young woman. She'll be fine wherever she goes.
Her name was Takano-san? That woman is Tomitake-san. And she worked at the clinic? Oyashiro-sama's shadow was